This is the things you need for starting a podcast. Here we go. The first thing you need is a vision. You need to know not just what it's going to be about, what you're going to be talking about, but who it's going to be for. What's the message you want to bring to them? For example, on one of my podcasts, the one that's been running the longest, the Epic Kate podcast, I'm really interested in people's spiritual journeys. It's for people that are like me, that have deconstructed and are looking for the right spiritual path for them. So hearing lots of different stories and hearing lots of different viewpoints is a way to be opened up to the paths that are available out there. It's also a chance for people to share their stories that we can learn compassion from, that we can grow together in. It's really important that when you know what your podcast, that you want to have a podcast, that you know who it's for so that you can know how to market it to them, how it can actually reach them. And then you need a name for your show. You need a logo, which you don't need to stress about this kind of thing too much. You can hire someone to do something awesome for you. You can come up with just the words and have it as a placeholder until you have something super cool. But don't obsess over it, because you don't want to be one of those people that spends so much time figuring out the perfect font and the perfect logo that you never actually get started. You know what I'm saying? You gotta set up your YouTube channel. You gotta do all the back end things. It's very user friendly. If you go to the YouTube studio, you really can just figure out a lot of things yourself. But that's another thing that you can put out there and pay someone else to do. Get guests. That's the next thing. It's a really good idea to start with friends and friendly acquaintances first. It's really good to build your confidence in learning how to talk to them. And I've got a whole video all ready to go about the whole interviewing process and about what I've learned about following my intuition and being curious. So when that's up, there should be a thing there. And of course in the description, and I'll probably link it at the end of the video. There are lots of Facebook groups that you can find guests in. Once you know who you're looking for, and once you're in those groups, you will never run out of guests. The hard part will be really figuring out, are they the right fit for me? In the beginning, you can use the microphone on your computer. If you have no budget, you can do that. Once you have some kind of budget, I highly recommend a $60, $70 microphone called the Blue Snowball. That's what I've been using for a couple years now, and it's worked fine, absolutely fine. The higher quality of a microphone you have, the more of a studio setup you need, because really good microphones pick up every lip smack, every swallow. It's not good. You really need to be aware of the space that you're in. But that's a whole other video, probably. So, you recorded it. Boom. Now, you need to be able to find it and be able to pull it up onto your editing software so that you can pull out the bumpy bits. There's a lot to say about editing. That's probably also another video. The really important small thing I want to say about that one is, don't over edit it. Don't take out every If you have to go run off because your cat has jumped into the toilet and it takes 10 minutes, you should take that out. You know, you should cut out the long bits that should not be there, but otherwise, in my professional opinion, it's best to let the conversation breathe. I mean, not just the fact that I've been doing this for a while, but I also love to listen to podcasts. And I like it when people sound like real people and there isn't some jarring bit in there where you can tell that things have been chopped. I hope that makes sense. Then you have your conversation, it's edited, it's ready to go. You need a thumbnail and you need a title for it. And Oh baby, there's some bad titles out there. Episode 472. John Newman. I just pulled that name out of my buttocks. But just having the number and the name is so boring. It's just not it. You've got to find a title that's really the spirit of the episode, but it also is intriguing. And the same thing goes for your thumbnail. To find a phrase from the conversation that will catch people. I'm a work in progress on coming up with good names and thumbnails, but I can tell when a thumbnail and a name is not good. And then you schedule it. You set a time for it to go up. And then you market it. You let people know that it's coming out. You put it on your social medias. You take your conversation and you pull some clips out of that and you make them into your promotional material, your shorts, your Facebook posts, your tweets, whatever. It's really great when you're in the before stages to be building your community, to be sharing about what you're excited about, sharing about the process, and getting your friends on board to help you in the promotion of it. If they resonate with it, if the people that are in your sphere of influence are the people that you think would enjoy it, asking them ahead of time to share it and help you put yourself out there is absolutely a good thing to do. What's not a good thing, though, is to expect people to do this. Our friends, our family, they are not always going to be interested in the things we're interested in. This is a very rough, very fast overview of things you need for a podcast. Which of the things in here would you like to hear more about specifically? Which of these things sounds the most intimidating and makes your brain go, nope, 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 nope? Let me know. There is a podcast called Clearing the Creative that is going to be uploaded to this channel as well as to Spotify. And if you're feeling blocked creatively, you're missing some steps, you're missing some movement, some momentum, some clarity, then I would love to invite you to be a guest on the podcast. And I can share from my intuition, from my experience and perspective that I have learned from lots of wonderful people. It's something that I'm really excited to do, to come alongside you. And I'm also excited to put it out there for other people who maybe wouldn't want to be a guest on the podcast, but would like to have some support in the same way. I can offer a shorter one-on-one session where we can do that. We can meet and I can give you some practical encouragement and advice towards making your creative dream come true. So contact me. My contact information is down below in the description, and I am looking forward to being a support for you. And there's plenty of other videos on this channel that are all about vlogging, and I'm building up a small playlist as we speak of support with podcasting, and I'm excited to put this content out here. I'm doing it for free, and if you'd like to support me, I can include, I think my PayPal information is somewhere. I can also put that in the description, because do you know what? People deserve to be paid for their work. You deserve to be paid for your work. We all do. And I think you should watch this other video that's somewhere on the screen. And you should like this video and share it with somebody that you think would get something from it. And be sure to be subscribed. And thank you for being here. Thanks for being here. I'm excited for what you are going to make. You're awesome. Be awesome. Yeah.